Chesterfield police are calling what looked like an abduction in a Target parking lot a misunderstanding, but Crime Insider sources tell me investigators are also exploring all avenues to see if a crime was committed and if charges can be filed. Horrifying surveillance video outside this Westchester Commons Target in Chesterfield County Saturday morning. A young man jumps out the passenger side of this SUV and shoves a female into the trunk area. The SUV takes off.
I wonder about their influence from social media, and I'm thinking they ought to come down hard on them because they're tying up resources and, first of all, scaring you to death about, what could happen when you go to the Target.
CCPD initially treated this as an abduction, but after releasing video, they learned the identities of those involved and wrote a subsequent release calling it a misunderstanding and that the investigation continues.
If there's good video in the case, that does go a long way to helping prove the simulated crime, which is one of the elements of the offense. But a prosecutor also must prove beyond reasonable doubt that that they did it with the intent to mislead law enforcement.
CBS 6 legal expert Todd Stone says there's a civil and criminal case to be made. CI sources tell me investigators are exploring their options.
If they end up getting charged and convicted of a Class 1 misdemeanor, a judge has the authority to give them up to 12 months in jail and up to a $2,500 fine. So those are pretty severe penalties for trying to get some extra followers or whatever it is on social media that they're trying to do.
What's being called a misunderstanding could have gone a lot worse, and that's what's sticking with those who shop here.
I'm thinking somebody could reacted and done something to stop it, and it was really a hoax, and then they could get in trouble by stopping something like that. It's just all kind of ramifications.
This scenario is sort of a powder keg because if somebody simulates a crime publicly and a good Samaritan takes it upon themselves to intervene and stop an abduction or stop a robbery or something, they could be legally justified in shooting somebody in that situation.
And many grateful that that scenario did not play out. Stone says if it goes to civil court, those involved could be asked to pay by a judge restitution for resources used in the investigation. Working for you in Chesterfield County, John BURKETT, CBS 6 News.